Hey, Shalom. Give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, B'Shem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Most that rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. You know, he's still grinding, still pushing, in sincerity, in spirit and truth. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless you, man. We're almost out, man. Yeah, I'm gonna call this edition Bible Gems. Or like Bible Gems, like create addition to this, like just stuff to how to put it, stuff that may like spark a light bulb. Sometimes when you look for the scriptures, you're like, wow, I didn't know that was there. That type of thing. But anyways, let me read it. It says Exodus 34 verse 28, and he was there. Verse 29, Exodus 34:29. And it came to pass, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai, with the 2 tables of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses wished not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. So that Moses' face was shining, man. Moses' face was shining. He didn't know that he was shining. He was glowing. He had an aura about him. Right? And when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him. So Moses looked different, man. He was shining, he was glossing. He had an aura, some energy of power. The Lord, Moses was dealing with the Lord, man. Moses was receiving the commandments. Moses was receiving basically ultimate wisdom, man, because he was given the laws. Yeah, so you see, this is making me remember when I was speaking to Captain and the Cowboy and the Pash a while ago. I believe in the Pash was bring up a scripture in Psalms. Sacrifice of the righteous, I believe, is a broken spirit and stuff like that. Basically, we're talking about in left hand side and the right hand side, when you enter certain dimensions, either the right hand side or the left dark side, you can never be the same anymore. Your life will change. If you enter the dark side and you're seeing all the wicked sacrifices they're doing, molestations, drinking blood, dark spirits, you're seeing demons and shit like that, which you're going to see anyway, if you're on the right hand side as well, but obviously you got the protection of the Lord, because you're dealing with the Lord's dealing with you in the right hand side. But in the left hand side, there's dark arts and sorcery, witchcraft, magic and stuff like that. And if you're introduced into that dark side, you'll never be the same, because you witnessed things, you saw death, you saw dark energy, so now you believe in an alternate dimension, or you believe in spirits, because you've been introduced to it, but you've been introduced to it, to the dark side. And there's a right hand side, like in this case Moses, who's talking with the Lord, man. He was dealing with the Lord. The Lord was dealing with him. He was constantly seeing chariots. When it talks about the cloud, the so-called UFOs, he was seeing, the beams, the rays of light, you so-called UFOs, the chariots of God. He was speaking with the Lord, man, talking to the Lord. So he saw things in the right-hand side, and he was given the laws and commandments. So you ain't going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? You saw the Lord. You ain't going to be the same anymore. And that's the right-hand side. He was given blessings, ultimate wisdom, the right-hand side. But the main thing I wanted to get is that his skin was shining, his face was shining, you know. I'm gonna jump here, verse 33. Until Moses had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. Yeah, he put a veil or covering on his face. But when Moses went in before the Lord to speak with him, he took the veil off. So he uncovered his head, you know, so his head was exposed, you know, it was open. A veil like a hoodie. So he took off the hoodie, veil. He took the veil off until he came out, and he came out and spoke unto the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, and the skin of Moses' face shone. And Moses put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him. And it reminds me, I'm gonna get, okay, let me just get Ecclesiastes 8 from the top. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine. He received ultimate wisdom. He received the commandments and the laws, man. He was dealing directly with the Lord. He was next level. Moses was next level, man. Yeah. And the boldness of his face shall be changed. So things happen, man, when you deal with the right hand side. I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard of the oath of the Most High. Be not hasty to go out of his sight. Stand not in an evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleases him. Where the word of a king is, there is power. Yeah, there's power. Right? And who's the ultimate king? The Most High. You know? You know, his son, Yahushua, he's the word. Right? And the word has power. John 6:63, these words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and life. You know, and it also mentions quickening. Quickening means alive, to move, has force or power. You know. And who may say unto him, what doest thou? Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. You know, so there's a time and place for certain things, you know, and discernment and stuff like that. Beautiful scripture, man. But the main point is, a man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. So did we not read that about Moses? Was that not happen to him? 1 Corinthians 11, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua Mashiach, and the head of a woman is the man. Yeah, we are above women. We are not equal to women, right? And this society, this wicked society, promotes equality, feminism, women empowerment, saying that they can be equal and do the same things as men. Well, that's off, man. It's against the scriptures, man. And that's why there's a lot of confusion in the world. There's a lot of family dysfunctions in the world. A lot of broken families. Divorce rates are high, especially in the Western world, because everything they do is against scripture. See, when you try and make men and women equal, men start to behave feminine, because a lot of us men, you know, we were raised by women, man. You know, you develop feminine characteristics, be overly emotional, you start gangbanging, and you know, you react monstrous, you know, very sensitive. Someone says the truth about you, you overreact, and you want to kill the person because you got feminine tendencies, you know. You got too much feminine energy, but you're in a male body, you know, and we're obviously naturally aggressive, so it's kind of like a bad combination, you know. And a lot of women are depressed, man, because, you know, they're behaving masculine, And that masculine energy in a woman repels men. Men avoid it, especially real men, or men that are trying to be men, should I say. So what does it create? Confusion, division, dysfunction. But that's thanks to Esau, the so-called white man. But anyways, every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. So it made me this scripture reminded me of what I just read in Moses, about the veil, the hoodie that he had when he went to deal with the Lord, speak with the Lord. He took the veil off, man. His head was uncovered. He did. So Moses knew that he didn't want to dishonor his head, or the dishonor of the Most High. He knew something. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. Yeah. So that's why women are supposed to be wearing veils most of the time. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. So it's just a shame if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're not covering yourself, you're praying and prophesying as a woman. It's basically considered as if you are a bold woman, because your hair was given to you for a covering. I was going to say, but if a woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. Yeah, well, that's what it says there. Verse 7, for a man indeed ought not to cover his head. So you're not supposed to cover your head, obviously, when you're praying, prophesying. For as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High God, but for woman is the glory of a man. You see that? And that's why women were supposed to cover themselves, man. Right? Because they're for you. Yeah? They're not for everybody to see. But are they doing this in the Christian church? Because they like to say New Testament, but they don't follow this. Well, and a lot of these black women, they're covering their head with weave, man. And those weave goes back to them East Indian people that pray to their idols and false gods. The demons jump in that weave, goes into your head. Now you got demons tap dancing in your head, man. That's why a lot of our black women are crazy. And also you burn your hair with all them chemicals and stuff like that. So it's just insult to injury. But anyways, the main point was, face to shine. His face was shining. And, until Moses had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. So it reminded me of the book of Corinthians, what I just read. And Ecclesiastes, face to shine, wisdom, and stuff like that. But, Bible gem editions. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom. Hope you've been edified. Yeah, I wish him Shai Rakafah. Shalom.